Panayam, balita, at iba pa.
Good evening out there, Aroa, New Zealand. I am Rene Molina for the New Zealand Experience. Tonight, we are going to start a series of podcasts, interviews to the men and women who are going to participate in the Musa Eco Fashion Runway. This will be held on the 8th of May here in Auckland at the Ellen Melville Center in the Auckland CBD. And so to start off this series, we're going to feature the founder and the director of the House of Musa, New Zealand. I'd like to bring in my co-host, Natalie Jobert. Natalie, good afternoon. Oh, good evening, Natalie.
Good evening, Rene. How are you?
I'm good. And how are you? How is it in Blenheim?
I'm really well, thanks. It's been a bit of a windy day, but it's been a lovely day. Being Anzac Day, we've had a day off and we've relaxed and spent time with family, and it's just been it's been good.
Is there like a celebration of Anzac? I suppose in all parts of New Zealand there is, right? But what was the celebration there?
So usually on Anzac Day here in Blenheim, we have a dawn service at our central square, which is very beautiful.
Okay.
And usually very well attended, yes.
Okay, good. So thank you so much, Natalie. And I know you're not looking forward to next week when we start going back teaching. So let's make the most of the school holidays that's just left. So I'd like to introduce to you, Natalie, and to our listeners and viewers, Miss Carmela Lilo, the founder and director of the House of Musa, New Zealand. Hi, Carmela.
Hi, good evening, Direk. Good evening, Natalie. How are you?
Good evening.
Mm.
We're in three different places. I am in Auckland, Natalie's in Blenheim, and Carmela is you're in Palmerston North now,
Palmerston
right?
North. Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is like with the wonders of technology, we were able to do this. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is like the beginning of a series of podcasts focusing on the House of Musa Eco Fashion Runway. Probably we could start with what is Musa all about, Carmela?
First is to thank you once again, Direk, for the opportunity to promote our upcoming fashion show and for being there as always to me and to all other events here in New Zealand. You've been very supportive of different Filipino shows and promoting as well our country, the Philippines. So first is Musa stands for banana. That's the scientific name of banana, Natalie. It started in 2020. Yeah, founded by Joy Su. She's a CPA and also a beauty stylist in the Philippines. And that was in 2020. So with Musa, in collaboration with the Davao del Norte, the waste banana are hand woven by the people deprived of liberty. So they are prisoners. And so it's hand woven to create fabric that is made not just for men and women's clothes, but also now we have hats, other accessories, bags, and shoes. Yeah. So it's really expanding. So the first fashion show happened internationally. It was virtual. And then after the COVID, so they made it to the New York Fashion Week, which I attended. Yeah. So it follows to London Fashion Week, Paris, LA, Singapore, and in New Zealand last year. Then we have China and Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, it is really in a matter of 2-3 years, it has
3 years.
expanded through all parts of the world. And that was one of the things that attracted me, and is the banana fibers. Instead of being thrown into waste. And
Yeah.
Natalie, originally you are from you came from was it Zimbabwe, right? You came
Yes,
so
that's
there were
right.
bananas. There were bananas there also in
Hmm.
Zimbabwe. So you're
Yeah,
familiar.
not a major crop, but there was definitely at least one banana farm that I remember, that it was there where we used to go on holiday down in the
Mhm,
lower country where it was a bit warmer
mhm,
and more humid. Um,
mhm,
I was going to ask what
mhm.
Musa was about. I didn't.
Mm.
I
Clever.
also didn't know. I didn't know that it was a scientific name. Like Musa is a
Mm.
scientific name. So
Mm.
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. Mhm,
It's
Um,
amazing, eh? Mm.
it's got a good ring to it, and I love this concept of using the byproducts of, obviously, the Philippines has this massive banana industry, and you look at any
Mm.
banana here in New Zealand, and it's most often from either the Philippines or Ecuador, and
mhm.
to know that there's now an industry that's making use of those the byproducts, because obviously you've got the whole banana plant, not just the bananas themselves.
And yeah, and not only that, Natalie, those waste banana are hand woven by the prisoners, so we give them livelihood. That's
Mm.
makes this um, society very special. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I did want to ask Rene.
Mm.
Well, I mentioned to Rene earlier when he had emailed me about your social enterprise that you've got going. I wondered why you had chosen to use the prisoners as your.
So when you're a prisoner, you still have families, right? You still have to
Mm,
send your kids to to school. But once you are a prisoner, there's no more income coming for the family. And so with this one, you give them opportunity. And not only that, we also involve the indigenous community.
mhm.
So most of them are women. So they are the ones handcrafting the accessories, bags. So there's a lot of people and marginalized communities involved in our logistics, in our supply chain. That's why it's
Uh,
very, very special. Yeah.
mhm. Carmela, tell us about that. Last was it last year that you visited where this
Mm,
the manufacturing plant is in the Philippines. Can you give us a picture of
yeah.
how it is?
Actually, prior to accepting the role of the being the director here in New Zealand, I told myself I need to learn more about this product because I was
Mhm,
fascinated. I only wore the outfit, but I don't know really whether is it really true. So my family and with my husband and my kids, we flew all the way from north to south. As you know, Philippines, we have three islands, so we flew to Davao, and I was very blessed because Joyce, who was there, and the rest of the team, and I went there. We went to the prisoner's house, and you will be amazed that there is really a corner for these people doing the hand weaving.
mhm,
Yeah, there's loom. They call it loom. It's
mhm,
it's the machine that you use. I actually have videos of that one,
mhm.
and I they gave me time to do it, but it's really hard.
Because
Hand weaving this, yeah.
it's hand, right? You don't
It's
use
hand,
it's not a
yeah. We
machine.
don't. There's no
Mm,
machine, so
mhm,
that's why it's also very pricey because there's no machine involved. And
mhm,
the good thing is they are being paid more than the approved rate of the Department of Labor and Employment in the Philippines. Yeah, which is
mhm,
really cool. Mm.
Yeah, really cool to hear. Um,
Mm.
this was an area I was really quite passionate about a few years ago. I was looking into the fashion industry and into just the ethics of fashion and fast fashion and the way that our clothing is produced around the world. And it became quite a hot topic for a while. So it's
mhm,
really, really neat to have this opportunity to talk to you about this that you're
Mm.
working on providing better livelihoods for people overseas where our clothes are produced, but not just people who are free, but people who are, like you say, liberty deprived.
Yeah.
Deprived of liberty. And I had never thought about that that factor of their families still needing to be supported, because I mean, here in New Zealand,
Exactly.
we've got quite a strong social welfare system, and if someone is incarcerated, then their family do tend to be looked after somehow by our social welfare system, whereas obviously that's not the case around the world.
It's not the case. Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite an incredible thing to even have thought of supporting.
I actually had goosebumps when I went there, and yeah, saw it in my own eyes. Yeah, having the first-hand experience, and I managed to actually talk to some of the prisoners, and you would be you would fall in love with them because they are renewed. Like when you see them doing those things, there's really hope in their eyes, and they're very grateful. Yeah, they're very grateful.
Wow.
Because what they're doing goes a long way in helping their families and themselves also, which
And
is
themselves, yeah.
very important. Yeah. So what is this partnership with Dole Sunshine that in Auckland that you're going to have?
Yes, actually, the in the Philippines, they started a partnership wherein Dole provides the banana stems to the Casilak Foundation. So they are tribes in Davao, and those tribes sell this extracted fiber to Musa, and Musa, what do you call that? As hand with these fabrics using the help of the people deprived of liberty. So that's how it works. It's really beautiful.
I like the sound of people deprived of liberty because it's to be politically correct. Like, you don't call them prisoners, but
Yes,
people deprived of liberty,
deprived of liberty.
which is the real thing. Is they are really because of the incarceration. Now, Dole Philippines
So Dole, yeah. So and then now it's been a project, and supposed to be the founder Joyce, who will was supposed to be coming here, but unfortunately her health stops her from coming. So she told me, Carmela, why don't you just spearhead and Dole Sunshine New Zealand, because they've been doing it in the Philippines. They did it, and they did like 3 shows, and now I was so happy that after how many years they finally made it. And only January, remember, Direk, when we had a go signal, yes, we're gonna do it. But it's been a long discussion, and finally they said yes. And yes, and now, believe it or not, Direk, the lead project is in Davao, and she's been sending me photos. She was inside the prison and had experiencing this hand waving thing, and she was telling me, Carmela, this is really a cool experience and really teary eyed. Yeah.
Because Dole is a big employer, Natalie, in the Philippines. Dole
Worldwide.
Philippines, worldwide, and in the Philippines they have a huge plantation for pineapples, and bananas. So they're partnering with Musa because our original, we call it Barong Tagalog or Filipiniana, is traditionally it was made from pineapple fibers. The fibers of the pineapple. It was woven into cloth, and so I like that. Like the extension of from pineapple. Now it's the bananas. And it's the ecosystem is there and it's protected, and it goes a long way. Although it's pricey because of how it is being
it's being made,
it's being made, but nevertheless it is. That's why I was teasing Natalie that someday I want her to wear the Filipiniana.
Yes, you can
it
do
will
that,
look
Natalie.
it will look
Mm.
very
I'd
cool.
love to. I was actually going to ask, what does the fabric feel like? So, if you were to
Oh
compare
yes.
it with a more well-known
Mhm.
textile, what would you compare the banana fabric
Mm.
to?
For a while, I'll just have a feel. So
Okay.
this is,
So
yeah, I'll just show you this. This is a belt with some
oh
beads. So if you can
okay.
see, it's like, I don't know how to say that, but
It is
it's
not
it's
it's not
it's
starchy.
not that
It's
yeah,
it's not itchy. You know, there are some.
it's not
I,
itchy. It's actually not itchy.
I remember
Our
I remember our Prime Minister Jacinda when she went to the Philippines. Her staff didn't inform her that because they were. It was the APEC conference, I think, when if the host country you have to wear like so she wore the one made from pineapple, I think, like the pages.
okay.
It was a bit.
It, actually, a lot of people were telling me, "Is it really the banana leaves?" No, it's not banana
uh
leaves.
uh
Yeah, because they
It
couldn't
is that,
actually
yeah.
imagine how it's. Yeah,
It is the trunk, right? Because the trunk, and
yeah.
then you peel
It's
off
the stem. It's the trunk. Yeah,
the
it's like
stem.
it's a normal. It's just a normal fabric actually.
Okay.
It's not itchy. Yeah,
It's light. It's light,
light.
and
Mm,
it's cool when you wear it.
mm.
Because I have
Actually,
the male version, so
mm,
it's not
Hmm.
itchy. It's cool to wear it, and it's not heavy.
mm,
So yeah,
Hmm.
I think it has a long way in terms of the
mm,
fashion capitals of the world is like they will because Natalie, what happens is once the cloth is made, fashion designers are the ones who are creating all these clothes. So well-known fashion designers are
mm.
beginning to use that, and I
Hmm.
think Carmela, that's one of your advocacy is to top the fashion designers in New Zealand
Yes,
to
and it's
use
going to happen very soon this year as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I want to make sure that we also give back to New Zealand, not only to the Philippines, right? So if we can tap local designers here and then bring them to the international stage, it's going to be a very amazing yeah, project.
Hmm.
And soon it will happen because I've got the approval to just import the fabric and
Mm.
then in and yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to add, Natalie?
Oh,
I know you are.
I think it's a really fantastic product. Or sounds like it could be something that becomes more commonplace in terms of um, sustainability in fashion. So I am
Mm,
a fan of natural fibers. I really enjoy wearing cotton and linen and wool and
mm,
all those naturally sourced fibers. But here's another one that we are not so familiar with. I mean, bamboo's been on the rise for years
mm.
now,
Mhm.
but banana fiber, that's a new thing. So it'd be really exciting to see
And that's
where
what I want to achieve, Natalie.
Sorry?
I want. That's what I want to achieve. Like it can be an ordinary corporate attire,
Mm,
not only for fashion show. Like that's what I can envision.
yeah.
Um, yeah, being access. We can access those fabric here and wear it anywhere.
I
Casual.
think it's
You know.
fantastic. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I
Mm,
was looking at your at the pictures of the runway shows that you've already done and the types of dresses and things that have been made. So it looks like it's a fabric that holds structure quite well. Um, in terms of those really structured dresses that have been made that the models were wearing. So as
mm.
corporate attire, something that would make beautiful suits or blazers or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's exciting. It's
Yeah.
quite a different aesthetic than what you usually see from really what's the word I'm looking for? Really organic fabrics. Often it's
Mm,
when you see somebody who's gone down the path of organic and sustainable fashion, you'll see a certain aesthetic, which is often less formed and more free flowing. And it's not really my aesthetic, so it's quite cool to see something that might be new coming through, and more mainstream, but in a sustainable way.
Exactly.
I like that.
Like there's no like wastage is minimized or totally eradicated from the process, I guess.
Yes.
And so this on May 18th, tell us, Carmela, what's gonna happen on that day?
Actually, the Musa Eco Fashion Runway is in collaboration with the Batang Pinoy New Zealand.
Mm-hmm,
So this fashion show is the highlight as part of the Women's Beauty and Beyond lifestyle event.
mm-hmm,
So from morning till afternoon, there's going to be some, workshop about women,
mm-hmm,
different talks, and by 1 o'clock, that's going to be the fashion show.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
Natalie, the
Mm,
what is envisioned is there's
mm,
like mini workshops and talks about
mm,
women
yeah.
empowerment, about
Mhm.
well-being. So it's really a series of like events in the
Yeah.
morning, and then
And there are small indoors as well,
mhm, mhm.
wherein Dole will be showcasing different products as well. Yeah.
Yes, so it will
Mm.
be at the Ellen Melville
Alan
Center,
Melville
which is
Center, yeah.
right in the middle of
Second floor. And that's in
yes,
second floor po.
yes, in the right in the middle of
And the
Auckland CBD, and
CBD.
it's it is I think a one of a kind, combining like the fashion runway with the talks on women empowerment. I always
Mm.
consider myself as an honorary women, so like I advocate, and it's really
Mm.
advocacy. So Carmela, there are some prominent people who are joining in the runway, right?
Yeah.
Are you at liberty to sort of
Yes, we
mention them?
actually posted them all already in our Facebook. If you will visit our House of Musa New Zealand Facebook
Mm-hmm,
page,
mm-hmm,
we have a returning ambassador, and that's Maris Michelle Smith, the
mm-hmm.
loving wife of our mayor in Pausa North. So she's
Oh,
going
okay.
to do it again. And we also have the honorary consul from Christchurch,
Mm-hmm,
um, Attorney Nicole. We
mm-hmm.
also have JP, Miss Agnes. We have beauty queens. Actually, we have Miss Philippines, New Zealand, Katarina. We have Shiloh, the Miss
Oh, yes.
Paraluman. We have the director of the Miss New Zealand, mother and daughter. We have father and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. And we have actually 2 years old siblings, 2 and 4 years old, plus the mom, the owner of Ivana Beauty, House of
Oh,
Beauty, our sponsor for the hair and makeup for our models.
oh,
We'll
wow.
be doing it as well, plus the sister. So it's four in the family.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
Like
really
really,
cool.
really cool.
generation. Uh,
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
open for all ages, genders, any walks of life. You can actually participate.
Mhm. And also there will be like the accessories, and some of the clothes will
It's
be
complete.
for sale, right?
It's complete from headdress to
Mhm.
earrings to shoes now. So it's all
Shoes.
provided. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
shoes
shoes
made from the fiber.
from yes, and
What?
bags. Yeah, so yeah, it's really
Oh,
cool.
wow.
There's
Amazing.
laptop bag. So I already bought mine,
Oh, okay.
and hats. Yeah.
That's so amazing, because last year when we were in Palmy, I only saw like the accessories, like the headbands, and
Mm,
but now there's more. And I think the development of the product, I mean,
yes.
it will just like shoes, for example. Who would have thought that banana
Yeah.
fiber shoes made of banana fibers? You know.
Mm,
Oh yeah, I'm just looking forward to that day. And because Natalie, I think I mentioned this to you. I Last year I did a short documentary on the event in
Mm.
Palmy, but this time it's going to be a bigger event. So yes, I'm really looking forward to, and I'd like to, I appreciate Natalie coming on board to help me, because there are times wherein, like what you just mentioned about aesthetics, from the, not being racist, or I mean, from the point of view of a woman, that she has that, point of view, that I said, oh, Natalie can. So I'm really grateful that Natalie is with us now. What else is, like, after this eco fashion runway? What
Mhm.
else is in store for the House of Musa, New Zealand?
Here,
Uh,
so international, it's continuous. We have international fashion runways. So we have Thailand and regular in New York. We have in Hawaii, but here in New Zealand, November 9, we'll be having this show wherein we will invite designers and showcase their designs using the Musa fabric.
so this will be the one in Palmy again on the
In
9th of
Palmy.
November. Oh wow,
And I would like to invite you as early as now, Natalie, to save the date
Yeah, I was just
and
getting the
come
details
and
out.
join
What's
us.
happening in November? Can I make it? Uh,
it's
And then
yeah.
nearer
March,
planning.
yeah,
It's nearer getting. So March, it will be next year. Will be in Christchurch. Is it?
in
Uh,
Christchurch.
Yeah, so we're getting nearer to Natalie's place, so that
I can make
eventually
it.
Natalie will join us.
Oh, I barely need an excuse to want to go to Palmerston North. I have some friends up there, and what more
Oh,
fun than to
Oh,
have a
I can
girls.
Natalie, you can stay in my place.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You are more than welcome. I'll tour you around.
Thank you.
not Natalie, because I think you mentioned to me for a while when you stayed, you lived in Palmy, was it
I
before?
did. I did. I
Yeah.
did a year in Palmerston
Mm,
when I was studying, and then another. No, it was probably a year and no, just over a year anyway that I lived there.
Mhm.
mm,
Enjoyed my time in Palmy, so I always love going
mm.
back and looking around and
Nice.
seeing how the
Yeah.
landscape changed over the years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hope to see you here.
yeah.
And
We'll make
Direk
it happen.
already said yes to me that he will continue to support
Yes,
Musa.
we'll make it happen, so that we'll have Natalie also joining us. Now, in closing, anything else, Natalie, that you'd like to ask about the event, about Musa?
So you say you've got some designers you're working with towards your event in November.
We haven't actually. This is the first time that we discuss this.
Okay.
But yeah, after the Musa Eco Fashion Runway show in Auckland, then we will be starting to invite the designers.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Mm.
Cool. So
And there
that's
are some already, not only designers, like one of my models, she's the owner of the Fashion Brazil, gym wear clothing. She is very keen to put some Musa in some of her gym wears or shirts
Oh,
or
there you
something like
go.
that. Yeah.
There you go. Gym wear now with Musa. Okay.
Yeah. See,
diversify.
so
Wow.
it's expanding really. That's why I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's limitless. It's limitless.
Is quite yeah, it's wide open, isn't it? And looking
Yes.
at what I have already of the pictures of the designs that have already come out, it takes color really, really well, doesn't it? The fabric is vibrant and those colors are so
Yeah.
crystal clean. So there's just so much scope for
Yes.
bright, exciting. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what designers do with it.
Yes.
They get amongst it. Yeah,
Oh,
very
I
cool.
didn't realize that we have heaps of people who are like who are commenting and watching. So let me just read this to them, okay? So Meg's Quinto watching from Caloocan City in the Philippines, and then saying also Nile Reg Arove, Grace Evora Saldivar from Laguna, Philippines. Uh, who is this? Katie Calceta watching from Batangas.
Hello.
We have a lot of
Hello.
and then
Relatives and friends.
Aika Hunt is also watching, and yeah, thank you so much for supporting Musa, for supporting our program, our advocacy. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's I'm blown away by this. Like, I didn't. So the chat room. There's a lot of others are just showing like a heart, and and
Mm.
it's coming out live anyway. So yeah. Oh, this is like as you said, gym wear. So what else is like? It's gonna be going to sportswear. It's gonna be to like
Mm.
maybe into I don't know about swimwear because it might
Uh,
like
um, in Actually, in the Philippines, they use it for the swimwear for the Miss Philippines, something like that. Yeah.
oh
And
wow.
I once we sponsored Alpha. You know, Direk. You know Alpha, right? You already
Alpha
interviewed
Tan.
her. So she wore the swimwear with Musa
Oh,
during the competition, the beauty competition as well. So
okay.
yeah, yeah. So
Because one thing about the designers, yeah, my eldest daughter, Jess, she is really involved in the New Zealand fashion industry, and she has a lot of friends who are fashion designers. Probably we could like talk to her and uh, involve them because I was telling Carmela that we could also involve the fashion schools in New Zealand, those who are
Mm.
training to become fashion designers. I know
mm,
in Hamilton, we have Wintech here in Auckland. I think the Polytechs they have that. This could be a good, like a good way of, that's me, the teacher, that thinking of how
Mm.
to incorporate this.
actually, three of the representatives from art school already contacted me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Wow.
very keen.
Wow,
Mm.
awesome,
That's really,
amazing.
really it's always good. So what the area I teach in is technology. So I teach in food technology, but I think across all areas of technology, you're always looking for new materials that answer problems
Mm.
that you're facing. And when you've got issues like you've got social issues, like you've got your people deprived of liberty who are needing
Mm.
to be able to support their families. There's a social issue
Mm.
that we need a solution to, and then you've got all of this
And it's
material just going to
mm.
waste, and
Mhm.
how can you use that to solve a problem in society? It's such a powerful illustration of the technology process. I mean, it's a really good case study for anyone out there who's teaching materials technology in the area. If you want a project,
I
I think it's
haven't. I have. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I haven't thought of that, Natalie. I mean, both of us
Yeah.
are in the schools. I haven't thought
mm,
of the hard materials technology. The teachers also. Wow, I think that's something that will. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
Mm.
amazing. It's amazing.
Mm.
What's your final message to our listeners and viewers, Carmela, regarding the Musa Eco Fashion Runway?
Yeah, just please join us for a fusion of fashion and sustainability. Grab your tickets. It's available online. The tickets are ranging from 85 to 25, 25 for kids. And you will regret it if you don't watch because we'll be having three runs from wearing all pink um, for the Musa Pink Foundation, and then we'll be showcasing again the Flores de Mayo outfits,
Mm,
and then we for our tribute to Dole Sunshine, we'll be having our Musa Echo run as well.
mm,
Um, Grab your tickets and please support. And not only that, part of the proceeds will also go to New Zealand Cancer Society and yeah, the people deprived of labor. So there's a lot of people who will be benefiting from this fashion show. Truly
mm.
not just for glitz and glamour.
To just to enlighten Natalie. Carmela mentioned about Flores de Mayo. In the
Mm.
Philippines, during the month of May, the whole month of May, it's like the flowers of May because it's summer in the Philippines. So it's like religious activity where little
Yeah.
kids go to church and bring flowers to the Blessed Mother, and so it's there's like from May 1. And at the end of May, there's usually like a
A
fiesta,
parade.
a parade from
Mm.
kids to adults. And that's where the designers come up with all of these clothes. So that would
Wow.
be like, there would be like a sort of a reenactment of something like that. Am I
Mm.
correct, Carmela?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll be showcasing it that everyone had seen the fabrics or the outfits
Mhm.
that we use for the Flores de Mayo, Flores de
Oh, okay.
Musa last year.
Mhm.
So to give them the opportunity, at least we will
Mhm.
be showcasing them again, once again.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm,
Wow.
That
mm,
Thank you.
sounds
Thank you.
fabulous. Sounds
mm.
So,
spectacular, actually. Yeah, wow.
yeah.
I'm really
So,
Yeah.
jealous of not being able to go. I wish I could come.
but it will eventuate, Natalie, because
Mm.
from what I'm hearing from you is you are like, an advocate for the
Mm,
environment, an
mm,
advocate for, it's so good. And the thing that you mentioned about the hard materials technology, it just shows that I made the right choice
oh, yeah.
of
Oh,
having
thank you.
Oh,
Natalie
thank
as a
you.
host. Yeah. So thank you so much,
Mm.
Carmela. Um, Anything else you'd like to add, Natalie, before we call it a night?
Just wishing you all the best with this enterprise. It's really exciting, and I hope that it
Thank
takes off.
you.
Hope you get some really good traction and a lot of
Mm.
buy-in from the designers wanting to use something new and different. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, thank
best.
you. Thank you. And I can't wait to watch the interviews that you're going to have with our other models.
Oh
They're very
yes,
excited as well to share their stories and
yes,
why they support Musa.
yes. And
Cool.
I'm making the list so that I can email it to Natalie so that she'll be able to find some gaps wherein that she can jump in and join us. So thank you so much, Carmela, and thank you so also to our viewers and our listeners, and most especially thank you to Natalie for joining us in this journey of discovering what Musa is all about, and how it can change lives. It can make people realize that, hey, this is something that could be done and we could support, and it goes a long way
Mm.
with all the support that you have. So thank you so much. Thank you. And yeah, I'm just so happy that we were able to do this. This is the first of a series of interviews and podcasts on the people who will be involved with the House of Musa Eco Fashion Runway. So thank you, Carmela, thank you, Natalie,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Rene.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for, as I always say, for allowing us to come into your homes, into your hearts with our podcast on the New Zealand experience. And I'd like to leave this question. What is your New Zealand experience? Maybe you're going to come to our show and you're going to tell us what your experience is all about. Thank you. Take care and God bless. Good night for now.